Hey Charlie, I just wanted to remind you of some practice problems. So this is written like this. So this number divided by that. So you have to write it like 257.2 divided by the 0.4. So 0.4. So remember, you need to make this a whole number before dividing. So you need to move this dot over here, which then means you need to move this dot over here, okay? And after you do that, you can put it right up there so you don't forget it, okay? So 4 into 25 can go 6 times. Subtract, bring one number down. Can 4 go into 17? Well, 4 times 4 is 16, with the remainder. Subtract, bring one number down. 4 can go into 12 3 times. And there's your decimal. So the answer is 643. Okay? This one is already written in this form. So the first thing you do before you divide, move this decimal point over 2 to make this a whole number. So this one has to go 2. So the decimal is going to go right up there. Okay? Can 28 go into 43? Yes, one time. 28. Subtract. Okay, you got to borrow 3. 5 and 8 is 13. So 15. So we subtracted, bring one number down, bring the 9 down. Okay, can 28 go into 159? Well, 7 would be 14, but that might be too big with that. So let's try 6. And that's still going to be too big because 6 times 8 would be a 4, and then 2 times 6 would be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So let's try a 5. 5 times 8 is 40. 2 times 5 is 10 plus the 14. Subtract, bring one number down. Can 28 go into 196? I'm guessing it can. Let's see, 8 times 7 is 56. And 2 times 7 is 14, plus 5 is 19, okay? So before you divided, you move the decimal over 2, move the decimal over 2, and put it straight up, okay? In this problem, this was one like at the beginning where it already had the answer for you. All they wanted you to do is add the decimal in. So once again, move this over. You'd have to move it once. So this one would have to move over once. So you would just put the decimal there, okay? On 3/9, this one, you have to move the decimal 2 times. So you move it once, and then you have to move it twice. So you have to add that 0 there, okay, before you, and then it's basically, 8 into 70. So 8 can go into 70. 8 times 9 is 72, so 8 times 8 is 64, right? So we're going to borrow, and we're going to get a 6. So we subtracted. Now guess what? We're not going to just write remainder 6. We're going to add a 0, and we're going to bring that 0 down. Can 8 go into 60? We're going to make this line longer. It can go in 8 times 7 is 56. So we're going to subtract. We're going to borrow. That's going to be a 4. Write a 0 up there to bring down. Guess what? 8 times 5 is 40. So you keep adding zeros until you can find an even, right? Now remember, we had moved it over twice, so we moved it over twice, so the decimal has to go right up there, okay? And then remember, when it has a whole number already, all you have to do is put the decimal right there, okay? So 8 into 26, 8 times, let's see, 3 is 24. So 22, 8 into 22, well, 8 times 3, like we just saw, is 24, so it's got to be 2. 8 times 2 is 16. Subtract, that's 6. Okay, can 8 go into 6? No, we're not going to just write remainder 6. We're going to add a 0. We're going to bring it down. 8 times, let's see, 8 times 8 is 64, so 8 times 7 is 56. So we're going to borrow, and we're going to get 4. And we're not going to write remainder 4. We're going to keep going until we get, 8 times 5 is 40. Okay, so there's your answer, and that's what this thing was about. This section was about adding those zeros till you get the answer. It was about moving the decimals over to the right places. Okay, and it was about, Kenzie's singing. Making it a whole number before you divide. Okay.